got?
The skin peeled away, strips of muscle torn from bone, and her head is missing. Actual cause of death is unknown.
How'd you make an ID?
She was wearing this badge. Apparently, she was visiting the museum director to discuss delays regarding the grand opening.
Media?
Expect a maelstrom any minute.
Someone knows. First Van Horn, and now...
Keep your voice down.
Agent Thomas?
Mr. Thomas.
I found this on the body.
Mr. Thomas, take a look around. Dolan and I are heading back to the agency. Remember our discussion. I'm trying to protect you.
Get this to Agent Rosa, SCU ASAP.
I'll have it delivered right away.
There's too little blood. It should be splattered all over the place. Whoa. Looks like the perp used the wheelbarrow to transport the body.
A bloody tire trail leads to the door.
Certainly suggests the actual crime scene and possibly the head are somewhere in the museum. Unfortunately, we're under strict orders not to enter the museum.
Doesn't mean dick to me.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. Follow me. Here, let me give you a lift. Due to theft, the museum is beefed up security. Avoid the guards if possible. If you need to take them down, don't use a weapon.
I'll take that under advisement.
Ethan, this is Rosa. I just received that little present you sent me. It's a bit disturbing to think that SKX is still alive.
Last time I saw that psycho, half his face lined the inside of a trunk.
Well, the body was never recovered, so I guess the chance he survived was always there.
Mr. Thomas, the coroner just arrived. He's examining the body now. I'll keep you posted if anything turns up.
Every night assholes break in here and start stealing shit. Seems to be getting worse. I bet one of us will get it tonight if we're not careful.
Okay, this is what we know so far. The victim is Mayor Rachel Mars, age 55, found dead inside the City Museum of Natural History. Body has severe lacerations about the back, chest, and arms, resulting in excessive hemorrhaging. There's also an extensive tearing of muscle and ligament within the same region. Head decapitated just above the collarbone. Whereabouts is still unknown. Alright, and now for the note you sent me. Found on the victim's body was a piece of paper with strangely drawn eyes on one side, and on the other, the acronym of a serial killer known as Serial Killer X. Both written with a black felt tip pen.
Did you find any fingerprints on the paper?
Yes, I ran it through IAFIS, and guess whose name popped up? Leland Van Horn. I don't need to tell you this, but let's make it official. Leland Van Horn, aka Serial Killer X, or just SKX, was allegedly responsible for 9 serial murders in the greater metro area. He's the nephew to Malcolm Van Horn, and was thought to be dead, killed by a gunshot to the face. His body was never recovered.
Do you think Van Horn nursed his nephew back to health?
I'd say it's the most likely scenario. I have a theory. SKX gets one in the grill. His own flesh and blood, Malcolm Van Horn, nurses him back to health. SKX turns on his uncle and kills him, for perhaps the same reason he murders Rachel Mars. Keep searching the museum. We need more information. Receiving image. Good work. That's an odd-shaped saw. Looks medieval in origin. Get a shot of the handle, will you? Got it. Excellent. Look at that. A fingerprint. Give me a moment. Okay, over 50% of the fingerprint found on the handle is compromised by smudging. However, after running the print through IAFIS, I'm able to get a positive match on our suspect, SKX. I'd say SKX is very much alive and is now the prime suspect in the murder of Rachel Mars.
What about the saw? You said it looked medieval.
Yeah, I hear the museum will feature one of the largest medieval exhibits in the country. Ethan, find the exhibit that tool came from. SKX was certainly there at one point. Okay, hold on a sec. Camera 1501 was installed a week ago and just completed its 48-hour stress test. Ethan, if you think SKX may be on camera, find the surveillance room and let's take a look.
Damn! We have intruders in the East Wing, main exhibit hall. How many are we talking about? Half dozen or so. They looted priceless artifacts from the medieval display. Swords and shit? Affirmative.
Good evening, this is Sarah Brenton, City News. With her head reportedly missing, Mayor Rachel Mars is dead. Her decapitated body was found earlier today at the Museum of Natural History. Apparently she was murdered, suffering extensive cutting about her body. There are no leads as of yet, but the federal and local authorities have cordoned off the area in an attempt to locate the perpetrators of this heinous crime. More after this.
Okay, I'm in the surveillance room.
Find the backup drive, and let's see if our favorite madman has made a cameo.